Sadly, this is only for one portion of the manifesto. From early reports, we know that Hale had a suicide note, a memoir, and 20 volumes of journals. We know that she planned the attack for months, that she had a map of the school and a whole lot more. There's a lot more to be released, but somebody is holding it back. Why? Well, we can guess that just as easily as we can guess Audrey Hale's motive. The manifesto goes against narratives. It's a mentally ill tranny who wanted to kill Christians, period. So if Audrey Hale was a white supremacist who wanted to kill black people or to kill Muslims or Hispanics, you'd better believe that we'd have detailed reporting about every single aspect of her motives. They tell you this. They say it out loud constantly. White supremacy is the #1 terrorist threat facing our country.
And one of the things that we saw during the midterm elections is that people don't want their freedoms to be taken. They want us to fight for their freedoms. And so it is shameful, it is disturbing, and our hearts go out to the trans community as they are under attack right now.
And we won't ignore what our intelligence agencies have determined to be the most lethal terrorist threat to the homeland today. White supremacy is terrorism.
Ugh.
And white supremacists will not have the last word. And this venom and violence cannot be the story of our time. Enough of us have the guts and the hearts to stand up. To stand up against the poison of white supremacy, as I did my inaugural address, to single out as the most dangerous terrorist threat to our homeland is white supremacy. According to the United States intelligence community, domestic terrorism from white supremacists is the most lethal terrorist threat in the homeland. White supremacy is a poison. It's a poison running through it really is. Running through our body politic. And it's been allowed to fester and grow right in front of our eyes. No more. I mean, no more. That the ideology of white supremacy has no place in America. None.
The intelligence community. That's the #1 threat facing humanity. That's the #1 terrorist threat to our country right now, is the intelligence apparatus. They are at war with the American people. So in this case, if accurate reporting had been done about every single aspect of Audrey Hale's motives, they could demand sweeping investigations and disarmament of the public.
Yeah, well, I have a feeling that if white supremacy was such a problem, they wouldn't have to keep making up instances with dumb stories about nooses and NASCAR or, you know, the polar vortex subway sandwich. I mean, why do they have to constantly make it up if white supremacy was a problem? I feel like we would know it. And what's the worst they're going to do? What's the worst that white supremacy is going to do? Make mean memes? I mean, I think the scariest part about this manifesto was that they said they had no motive, that there was nothing political, no idea why this woman, or whatever you want to call her, did this. And then it's right there. It's right there. And they are madder about the fact that we know what it says than the fact that someone hid this up, knowing that the narrative is the opposite of white supremacy. They are, I mean, this is what's happening. You have leftist teachers that are churning out these little radical, sexually confused hate machines, and we are looking at the result of that.